What up guys, Mad May episode 2 is upon us, weekend number 2, the skilling weekend. This is a weekend which, yes, personally, as you know at heart, I am a PVMer on this game, I am a social PVMer, but experience at the end of the day, it is one of the end games of RuneScape, it's part of the game, it's entwined into the game. You just have that urge to go and get experience, you have that urge to get those gains, and that's what I'm doing this weekend at Runespan primarily. Runespan, it has an increased chance of node spawning, and with that obviously comes extra points as well for anyone who's going for a trimmed cape requirement. Rune crafting, until I can't take it any longer, I'll be here. Probably that could be from 2 hours up to 10 hours, but we'll see. I managed to grind Slayer last weekend, but that is much more fun than rune crafting. I'll probably watch some Skyrim Let's Plays today with Angelica on YouTube whilst rune crafting. I've just achieved 83 rune crafting as well, which means I can now siphon bloody skulls. And this is a huge turning point in my eyes when at Runespan, as I've seen so many bloody skull nodes and I've been unable to siphon them, so I should feel an increase in experience per hour now. I thought I'd make this video just to go into depth with the skilling buffs this weekend and why it might be beneficial for you to take advantage of those. So I'll start off with the double experience and reputation at Artisans Workshop. The Royal Cannon is what I'd like to focus on here. Now, rather than costing you 1.5 million experience worth of supplies, it will now only cost you 750k worth of experience to reach enough reputation to upgrade your normal cannon to a gold and then a Royal Cannon. Now, Royal Cannon, the benefits of that is it can hold 90 cannonballs. Very, very beneficial if you want to AFK charm collecting at the Dagonoths, for example. Also quite beneficial for if you are going to use the cannon in Slayer, which isn't that likely anymore. Since the EOC was launched, cannon has been not nerfed, but the uses of it really, it's not as useful as it used to be. Maybe at Black Demons, odd little tasks like that. But the way I utilised the Royal Cannon was whilst training summoning up to level 99 and collecting those charms on the triple charm familiarization buff. Not buff, but if you do familiarization minigame, you get 40 minutes of triple charms. I used to always do that weekly and go to the Dagonoths and AFK it basically with the Royal Cannon, so it comes in quite useful there. Also, this is the place, this place is one of the best AFK skilling areas throughout Gillinor. I trained to 99 smithing here from around level 80. You can watch my progress on this from my Summoning Sunday series. Now on to thieving at the Pyramid Plunder minigame. Now thieving, quite an interesting buff this weekend. It's double gold relic, so you can charge up your scepters faster, and also it's increased chance of the scepter dropping, so normal scepter and the scepter of the gods, which I'll go into in a minute. Also the black ibis drops at Pyramid Plunder. There's an increased chance of those dropping as well, so quite interesting. Now, the Sceptre of the Gods, this is a very rare item at Pyramid Plunder. Not many people have this item. It takes quite a long time to get it, and if it's an increased chance, some are saying double increased chance of getting this scepter. There are a lot of people who are comp capes, or you know, the ones who want to collect all the items on the game. It's part of the end game at the end of the day, collecting those items. People either collect items, stack up third age, maybe go PVM to max out their bank, you know, that's different people's goals. Some people want to grind out experience, so it's all those different end games part of the game. And Sceptre of the Gods is one of those items which a lot of people want to go for just to say they've got it in their bank. Also, it has a few little benefits, nothing major really making you go for that except for just the rarity and those bragging rights. So the Sceptre of the Gods, this can be obtained by looting the engraved sarcophagus in the 8th room of Pyramid Plunder. Now this requires 91 thieving to get into that room, and it requires 75 rune crafting. Now the scepter requires 30 attack and 30 magic to wield, and only provides boosts when wielded. Now, the minimal benefits of actually holding one of these Sceptre of the Gods and wielding it is 10 teleport charges when fully charged, rather than the 3 which a normal Sceptre can hold. But if you've completed the desert task, all of the hard desert tasks up to that point, then you can actually charge it up to 20 charges, which basically means you're probably not going to have to charge it for a very, very long time if you are camping out there. Also, extra benefits, a total of 4 new urns will be available in the last 2 rooms, which provide a higher chance of obtaining better loot. One by door in room 7 and the second in the east of exit door past the trap. Also in room 8, both are besides the door after entering, so those are quite useful because you can get that increased chance, for example, of obtaining the Black Ibis outfit pieces whilst wielding it as well. So yeah, overall, you know, it can be quite useful if you want to collect those items for skilling, but it's really not beneficial. You know, it's not worth camping out there just for it, for example, in my opinion anyway. But I might go down there just to see, you know, with a couple of mates, maybe see if we can get hold of one. I know one of my friends, Matty, he does watch my videos as well. Hello, mate. He's been going for it for about 11 hours now. I've not got a PM from him saying he's got it. I'm not sure whether it comes up in the news. I'm sure it actually would, because it's pretty rare. But he hasn't messaged me to say he's obtained that yet, and he's been going there for about 11 hours. So as you can tell, guys, it's an extremely rare item. Other than that, guys, obviously there's something to do with mining going on, wood cutting trees, you know, they spawn quicker, I think, or something. But at the end of the day, not many people are going to be doing that. They're going to be taking advantage of those slower skills. I mean, if you've got everything, and you know, wood cutting, for example, you'd go to the Arctic Pines, you know, that might be useful at this weekend. Fishing, to be honest, I used to AFK rocktails and the spot doesn't move much anyway, so again, not really a benefit for me to go and do those. Also, the base big chin chomper experience is increased by 50%, so if you want to go and do that little mini game, I think it's like a daily mini game, you can do that, then it might be worthwhile doing it for Saturday and Sunday, just get that extra 50% hunting experience. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. You know, I'm just going to be camping out here at Runespan. As you can see, I've got my little dragon hatchling in my inventory over there. Still haven't fully grown that. I think you need to have it out basically for about 8 hours and keep feeding it raw fish. I'm feeding it my raw rocktails at the moment when I do have it out. Alright guys, and that's pretty much it. I don't really want to be here, but yeah, Giants are basically subconsciously making me come here, like almost forcing me here because of this extra, because of these extra increase of chance of nodes spawning in Runespan. Giants do have the tendency to do this sort of thing. Again, I'm not much of a skilling grinder. I'll do Runespan for like an hour or two, but you know, I'm already feeling it, to be honest. I've hardly been here. Bit of a skilling noob in that regard. That brings me nicely on to today's question for this video. What skill do you dislike the most in RuneScape? My skill, just to answer that question, would probably be, I can't pick one, and that's probably a bad sign, but I can't just pick one. Probably the worst skills for me are mining, rune crafting, and that's probably it, guys. So feel free to comment down below, what is the skill which you dislike the most throughout RuneScape? But as you know, I play this game for a laugh, do what I want, whatever I'm in the mood for. I will be breaking up today with PVMing streams on Twitch. Feel free to follow me, it'll be in the description below, but I'm going to be streaming some Virago Roulette, probably later on, interacting with you guys in the stream, whoever's going to be watching. Maybe do some straw polls, things like that for a laugh. It worked out very well last week, so we'll see how it goes this week. I will be doing some highlights of Virago Roulette as well, which from last week, which was absolutely hilarious, so much fun doing that. So yeah, anyway guys, I'll catch you in my next video. Enjoy the skilling weekend, get those gains, and happy scaping.